Akebulan, how did the British bring the mighty Sokoto Caliphate under colonial rule? How did they manage to bring that strong emirate into colonial rule? Pay attention. You see, by 1900, the British government had already established a strong colonial presence in West Africa. And then in what you know today as Nigeria, they appointed Frederick Lugard as the High Commissioner of that new protectorate. But that was a problem. The northern part of what became Nigeria was highly dominated by powerful emirates. It needed to be controlled. It needed to be subjugated. It needed to be brought down. The British used diplomacy, but diplomacy failed, and then the British decided to do what they know how to do best. What is that? Chaka-boom, chaka-boom. Military strength, of course. And so in 1903, they marched to the place called Kano. They captured it, and then they moved to the Sokoto Caliphate. The powerful caliphate that was established in the 19th century by Uthman Dan Fodio after he carried jihad against the natives of the Hausas. The British marched to Sokoto Caliphate, but they faced resistance because the Sultana of Sokoto would not allow them to take it like a bread. What was his name? Muhammadu Attahiru I, Akebulan. But his military strength was nowhere compared to what the British came with, because the shield and the spear cannot be compared with Maxim gun. Spears are nowhere to chaka-boom, chaka-boom. What happened? Muhammadu Attahiru I and his followers escaped. They ran to a place eastward. That is the place called Burmi, in the present day Gombe, Akebulan. The British did not stop there. The British still marched and chased him and pursued him like an animal to Burmi. After several weeks of fighting, specifically on the 27th of July 1903, they unalived him. When they unalived him, that was the end of the independence of the Sokoto Caliphate. They reorganized the political structure of the North and then placed it to how they wanted it to be. Guess what they did? This is where it gets interesting. No, disgusting. Akebulan. They appointed the son of the man whom they unalived. They appointed the son of Muhammad Attahiru I and made him the new Sultan. He was called Muhammad Attahiru II. But now his power has reduced drastically. Why did they appoint him? Because the people saw the Sultana as a representation of God on earth. So capturing him will capture the people, and that became the first tool of indirect rule. That became the beginning of what will be the end of the new structure of what become Nigeria in 1914. Akebulan. They structured the system in a way indirect rule will flourish. That was the beginning of the end. If you want me to make a video on how that system still controlled Nigeria till date, comment down below. Tell me more. I will tell you more, and you will be able to understand why your leaders go to Chatham House before every election. Akebulan. Wisdom. Hiya. The principal thing.